Blessings and peace, everyone. This is Brother Williams, and I just felt the need to come uh, to you once again and share this message. You know, our nation is truly in trouble. There's no doubt about it. It's as clear as the nose on your face. With what is going on with the border crisis, and now they want to take away your guns, and they're passing legislation, putting that in order to do that as well. And so they're really uh, wreaking havoc upon our nation. Now, the scripture gives us the reason for these things. And a lot of people have said, you can't mix religion uh, with, um, with politics, and the two should be kept separately. Well, the Bible deals with nations. It deals with things that happens in nations politically. As a matter of fact, the Bible tells us that in the book of Revelation, that was the cry made, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. This great city in 1 hour has come to nothing. Okay, so what was Babylon? Babylon was a city. Was Babylon ruled by a king or a ruler, or was the people just, left to themselves to rule? No, it was a political city, and it had political rules. And so the Bible, like I say, deals with things that are happening in the political area. The reason why a lot of ministers like to keep it separate is because they don't want to dig into the Word of God and really see what is happening. Then they don't want to point fingers when these things begin to happen because it's their favorite political leader or their favorite political party. Be that as it may, we are told in the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2 that when the righteous are in an authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Brothers and sisters, we are in a mourning period today. We can see the things that are happening at the border with the influx of illegals, and there seems to be nothing that the Democratic Party is doing to try to resolve this. The things that President Trump had put in place were working, kept our nation secure. It kept the nations of the president of Mexico was cool, and everything was working well. But this administration comes in, as I say, with the with the flick of a pen and changes everything. And brothers and sisters, you can't deny it. Stop living in denial. Stop being offended when you are handed the truth and you're seeing these things happen, and you want to deny it. Stop living in denial. Then it says in the book, in verse 12 of Proverbs, if the ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. If the man on the top listens to lies, all his servants are wicked. It sounds sort of like what the Bible ministers love to quote, the anointing starts from the top and then it rolls down, amen, to the feet, And so the same effect happens if a ruler listens to lies. I've shown you how this administration has made a pact with lies, and all they do basically is tell lies. I mean, the only thing that they have told the truth about is taking away your guns. They told you that during the preliminaries, during the presidential race. They told you they would take your guns. They told you they would open the borders. They told you they would put us back into the New World Order agenda. They've told the truth about that, and they are keeping to their word. But they're lying to you when they say that they care about this nation, they care about this country. They are just explicitly lying. Now, let's take a look at something else. Kamala Harris was supposed to have gone down to the border, and as of yet, she hasn't made that trip. There was an interview done. Well, not so much of an interview, but she was asked about the border. Let's listen to this reporter and let me know what you listen to this reporter.
Kamala Harris. It's been more than a week since President Biden told us she would spearhead the crisis on our southern border, and yet she hasn't gone to the region. She hasn't held a press conference, and the Biden administration's response to this humanitarian crisis is just AWOL. According to CNN, of all places, the VP is fired up about a different crisis. Renovations at the vice presidential mansion are behind schedule, and she is, quote, getting frustrated and sick of living out of a suitcase at the Blair House, which is a different mansion on the other side of town. So her suitcase is already packed. Why doesn't she just leave her mansion and go visit the children living in squalor without clean clothes at the border?
Do you have plans to visit the border?
Not today, but I have before, and I'm sure I will again.
Okay, so it's a funny thing. It's funny to her. You know, she can laugh this off. This is a serious issue. See, this is your administration, the administration that you have elected into office. They want power. They want control, but they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to run a nation. They're so disorganized. And because of this, many of us will have to suffer for what they are doing. So, brothers and sisters, you were warned before, but you chose not to take heed to the warning. And now we're seeing the fruit of your labor. So I just thought I would bring this to your attention. And there are some other parts of this video that I could show, but I'm not gonna show it. But you should be able to see for yourself. This administration is ruining our nation, bottom line. And the scripture says, as we read in the scriptures, that when the righteous rule, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in charge, the people mourn. And believe you now, brothers and sisters, we're in a state of mourning. The nation is in mourning, but thank God that there are men and women who are standing up and fighting back and are not allowing this administration to do what they want to do. They are receiving some. There is some resistance. The news media still yet pushing their agenda. Look at the Major League Baseball, what they are doing. They're upset over the law that mandates identification. You must have identification to vote. What's wrong with that? What's so bad about that?
No, it's hard to watch with the hypocrisy we're seeing from Major League Baseball. And I think the governor said it so well. You know who's getting hurt? The little person. Mm-hmm. Atlanta, a majority black city, those hot dog vendors, those hotels, these businesses that have been decimated by the pandemic, they are hurting the little guy based on a lie told by the president, by President Joe Biden, who lied about the specifics of this law, which has been amplified by his big tech friends and his media allies. And they have lied. And you know what's funny? Their Twitter account hasn't been suspended. They're still on Facebook. They're allowed to lie to the American people, hurt small businesses, and continue to move forward. It is a total hypocrisy compared to how Republicans would be treated in the same situation.
One of the big issues with this Georgia law is voter ID. An AP poll found that overall 72% of Americans favor showing some sort of ID to vote. Republicans, it's 91%. Even a majority of Democrats support that.
Where Major League Baseball, along with Joe Biden, Stacey Abrams, they have struck out yet again, completely embarrassed themselves. And because of Joe Biden leading these lies, the MLB is now moving the All-Star game from Atlanta, Georgia, to Denver, Colorado, a state with, get this, just for irony, similar, but in truth, more restrictive voting laws than the law just passed in the state of Georgia. Joe Biden, Stacey Abrams, Major League Baseball, Delta, Coca-Cola, they all lied about Georgia's election laws, and that has now cost the people of Georgia almost $100 million in revenue. And for voters, it is a practical and necessary step to ensure that Georgians, or residents of any state for that matter, can have confidence and integrity in their election results. It's that simple. And you know where else Joe needs to show an ID? Yeah, Joe, by the way, if anyone in this country wants to visit you at that White House you live in Washington, the one you're sleeping in right now, yeah, you need a picture ID to get into the White House as a visitor to see you. Ask yourself, why is the MLB, all of these corporate CEOs, why are they so outraged by the election integrity reforms, but are also totally willing to do business with China? Delta, Coke, 200 companies, we're going to be watching. We want to see if you sponsor the Beijing Olympics. Joe, we want to see if you pull America out of the Olympics.
MLB is boycotting and moving out of Atlanta. Well, if you look at the acronyms of MLB, the Major League Baseball, you turn it around, it's Black Lives Matter. So it's all the same. They're all in the same pot together. God bless you. Until next time.